Good afternoon to everyone. I am Prachivani from Kekiwak Polytechnic. Welcome you all in online lecture on management. Today's our topic is here to discuss about the management concept and managerial skills. Let us we will have the concept of management. Management is really an art of getting work done through people with the satisfaction of employer, employees and the public. Management is also called as an art and science. It is really the skill of every employer to get work done from the people, and side by side it is also a greatest science because this is the scientific study of the performances and its measurement in the analytical way. The major characteristics of management is here to integrate the efforts of different people and apply the knowledge and analytical approaches developed by different other disciplines. The major role and functions of management is here executive role as well as governing role. Means management is performing or giving different kinds of instructions to the different departments, so it is playing the role of executive. It is governing means also it is going to control the different activities of different departments. Management is also called as a servant of administration because it gets salary. Management requires technical ability to function effectively. Means management must be expert in the technical field. Also, on the basis of that, they can be able to take the decisions. Management uses organization to achieve the goals set by the administration. In overall, management is productive in character. So, it is active in overall system. The importance of management, we will discuss. Management guides and controls the activities of manpower. It also creates vital, dynamic and life-giving force to the enterprise. So management select the people accordingly and always provide the boosting by using it. The different people, they can become active and they can perform their work well. Management coordinate activities of different departments. It establishes good team spirit among the workforce. It provides new ideas and vision to the organization. Management also is ready to tackle the different business problems that may occur throughout the conduction of their own business. Management meet the challenges of changes. As per the futuristic conditions, the management is always ready to cater the very good services to the enterprise. Management provides stability to enterprise, and also management is keeping constant their concentration on personality development of complete workforce. Then major characteristics of management. Management is always goal oriented or keeping its constant eye to fulfill the goals set by the administration. Management works as a catalyst. Catalyst means here channel or medium to produce the goods with the help of material, with the help of available labor and available time. Management is also called as a distinct process containing planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. That is called here major functions of management. Management is also having unifying force. It is going to unify the human and other sources together to achieve the set goal. Management harmonizes personal goal with the goal of organization. Management is playing multidisciplinary role, means at a time management has to look after different matters. Means it may have its active participation in political field, it may be social problem, it may be regional problem or it may be technical problem. The management is always there to play its role and give the appropriate decisions. Management is universal in character. Whichever the type of organization it will be, the management is playing active role. It may be business, it may be industry, it may be educational organization, government, army or hospitals, but in any kind of organization management is important. We will discuss the various principles of management. As you know, Fayol is called the greatest contributor who introduces different laws as well as principles of management, and it is expected that every organization should follow all that principles so that they can work smoothly. We will have some views about that principles. The first principle is here division of work. It means the work must be divided among the employees as per their qualification and as per their working capacities. Well qualified person should be given appropriate work, so responsibilities must be divided equally. Second principle is here authority and responsibility. The management should give appropriate authority to the person so that the person can carry out their responsibility and become responsible for their work and the performances. Third principle is here discipline. Discipline should be maintained not only to the lower level of management, but also it should be followed to the top level as well as middle level management, so that every organization they can work smoothly. Fourth principle is here unity of command. It means that subordinates or workforce should be able to carry out the instructions given by the boss. It is expected there should not be multiple boss or multiple supervisors. If there are multiple supervisors or managers, then workforce will become here confused and the work performance may not be here up to the mark. Fifth principle is here unity of direction. Whichever the instructions are given to the workforce, it should be completely related to the said objective which is common to all. So, every workforce employees may be belonging to the top level, middle level or lower level. They should aim to achieving the common goals set by the administration. Sixth principle is here remuneration, that is called wages. Means every management should give the wages to each and every workforce who are working on the different levels. So that workforce should be paid appropriately as per the norms, as per the rules. Next principle is here subordination of individual to general interest. Management should cater a very good feelings in the mind of the individual person who is working into the enterprise, so that they can always cater their very important services or their job only to the general interest, and that is interest of every organization. Next principle is here centralization of authority. The authority must be centralized, means all activities should be again here carried out at the hand of single authorized person. It should not be given at the hand of different section in charge or head of the different departments. If the activities are centralized, then decisions are also centralized and its reporting will be also very good and prompt and feedback will be very nice. So by keeping in this mind, if any enterprise has to run their enterprise with the great effectivity, then authority must be here centralized. All the decisions and instructions should be given and by the only head of that enterprise. Next principle of management is your scalar chain. It means all the managers are considered the chain of superiors. So here all the instructions, all the works are carried out by thinking about the given here different levels and different people who are involved in it. Every person is going to report the activities of their own levels, and definitely that kind of change should be here maintained. Next principle is your order. Order is related to the material and every person who is working on the different level. It is expected that the right material and right person should be at its own place so that they can work very effectively. Next principle is related to the equity of treatment. It means management should treat to every workforce, every employee equally, avoid favorism, avoid partiality that may not suit to every management. If that kind of behavior is done by the management, very soon it will lead to the downfall. Then the next principle is your stability. Every management should look after how much their employees will remain there stable and give their long services in the enterprise. If the turnover is maximum in any enterprise, in any company or industry, it is called the failure of management. If Turnover is maximum. Definitely such type of industry or organization never withstand for the longer period. They have to face so many problems as their maximum time is again here involved in giving that is training to the different workforce who are going to join to the services. Next principle is here initiative. It means management should provide that kind of cultural environment to every employee where employees should take initiative in carried out their own responsibilities. So any responsibility once it is given to any employee, this should not happen that management is going to force or going to again pushing to that employees. So initiatives means natural motivation should be created among the employees to carry out their responsibility so that performance will be very good. Last principle is your esprit de corps. It means have harmony or bring together the efforts of all employees to achieve the said goal. Means the goal of employees should match with the goal of organization. There should not be any kind of differences. So all these are the principles laid down by Henry Fayol, and he is very much competent authorized person who is popular for setting all that principles. Now we will go through some of the functions or role or we can say job of management. The management has to perform so many roles at a time. The first role or first function of management is here forecasting. Management estimates the future work and sales and production forecast. Means management always peep into the future and find out the possibilities and find out the futuristic scope for selling and production purposes. Then the next is your planning. Without planning, no any organization can withstand. So management first of all go for planning. If there is no planning, definitely the organization has to suffer number of problems which may not be solved on the routine basis. So planning is related to the production and selling services. So it is expected that rational, economic and systematic way of making decisions must be taken in case of planning. Third function of management is here organizing. In organizing, the structure and allocation of job must be here analyzed. So in organizing, the management has to organize the people, material, jobs, available of time and establishing the framework in which responsibilities are appropriately assigned to the every member. So management has to look after toward the organization of all material and complete employees. Next function is here staffing. Means it contain here appointment of different staff members in the organization. It contain the process of selection of employees, giving them appropriate training, and also time to time promotion should be given to them. Also it should contain some retiring to the subordinates or retiring any policies. These are also introduced by the management. So staffing is called your continuous process and it goes on as per the requirement. Next function of management is your directing. Again, this is the continuous process of every management. In directing, performance is guided towards the common goal. Management always look after the efforts of employees, whether they are having their efforts towards the common goal set by the enterprise or not. So it includes giving time to time instructions to the subordinates, guiding to the subordinates and supervising the work of all employees. So the major function in directing is leadership, then communication, third motivation and fourth is your supervision. All that functions comes under directing. Next function or job of management is your coordinating. That is to coordinate all the activities of different people. That is the major role of management. It is very necessary to achieve the harmony of individual efforts towards getting the goal. If there is ineffective coordination, definitely it will never make development in the enterprise. Very soon the enterprise will go for ruin or it will suffer a great loss in the future. Next function is your controlling. It is very important process to measure the current performance and guide to get the goal. Monitoring of program is very important. It contains checking and time to time conducting examinations. So controlling is again here continuous process such as staffing, such as directing also. It sets the standards and measure the job performance and take the corrective actions. Next is your decision making. Obviously management is only whole and sole responsible, that is entity or body who is responsible for taking the decisions, and for that purpose the course of action is chosen consciously. That kind of procedure is conducted through management. So management is expected to take sound and logical decisions in the benefit of whole enterprise and its life. Thank you.